When it comes to 1990s science fiction television, there are heavyweight hits like Star Trek, The Next Generation, The X-Files, or Babylon 5, and then, there are the plucky underdogs like Sliders. The 1995 show followed Quinn Mallory, Jerry O'Connell, a brilliant physics graduate student who accidentally invents a device capable of opening sliding portals to parallel worlds. Along with his biology professor Maximilian Arturo, John Rhys-Davies, his best friend Wade Wells, Sabrina Lloyd, and unwitting lounge singer-turned-adventurer Rembrandt Brown, Cleveland Derricks, the group becomes trapped in the multiverse, sliding from one alternate Earth to another in a desperate attempt to find their way home. With 5 seasons and a premise that proved to be ahead of its time, Sliders is a forgotten gem of sci-fi television that deserves more recognition, and definitely another watch. Sliders is overlooked far too often, despite being a great sci-fi TV show. Sliders was full of adventure and social commentary. Jerry O'Connell and John Rhys-Davies look on in Sliders TV show. Each episode of Sliders brought the team to a reality where the rules of human history, culture, or science were completely warped, often by one random twist of fate. Bouncing from an Earth where the British won the Revolutionary War to another where technology evolved so quickly that society was under constant surveillance, Sliders addressed its oddball premises with creativity, humor, and suspense. At its heart, Sliders was usually just plain fun. Watching the group survive bizarre worlds with outlandish twists was a smart hook that kept each episode exciting. For example, in The King is Back, Rembrandt hilariously finds himself in a dimension where he's a globally famous rock star, a far cry from his struggling musician status in his own world. Another standout episode, Luck of the Draw, thrusts the Sliders into a lottery-driven utopia, a seemingly perfect good vibes world shattered when we learn the lottery is actually a sinister form of population control. Sliders also displayed a knack for weaving some biting social commentary into its narratives. In Eggheads, academic success is valued above all else, creating a dystopian society where professional athletes are intellectuals rather than sports stars. Another memorable episode, The Weaker Sex, flips gender roles by showing a matriarchal society where men are treated as second-class citizens. In fine sci-fi tradition, these stories challenged viewers to reflect on real-world societal norms and the what-ifs of human history. Sliders wasn't just a wacky adventure series, it had thoughtful and bold storytelling under the surface. Why Sliders is still so entertaining to watch 24 years after it ended. Alternate realities are still a huge part of pop culture. Sliders, original cast standing in front of time travel device. Even though its final episode aired in 2000, Sliders remains entertaining nearly 25 years later. Somehow, the show's central premise of exploring alternate realities has moved center stage in today's pop culture landscape, where movies like Everything Everywhere All at Once and shows like Loki tap into the multiverse craze. Revisiting Sliders feels like exploring one of the key texts that got modern multiverse storytelling started. However, the true mark of a quality show is when episodes stand up to repeated viewings. Despite special effects that are pretty outdated by today's standards, the imaginative world-building and strong character dynamics keep Sliders feeling fresh. There's a certain charm in seeing how the Sliders creative team worked around the limitations of 1990s television budgets to produce compelling and immersive alternate worlds. Meanwhile, the chemistry between the original core cast is undeniable, and viewers will find themselves deeply invested in their relationships and personal growth. From Arturo's gruff yet caring mentor role to Rembrandt's endearing comedic relief, the interactions between the Sliders add a layer of heart to the high-concept sci-fi premise. For those intrigued by the idea of the multiverse, looking to enjoy thought-provoking social commentary, or just seeking an entertaining sci-fi binge, Sliders delivers admirably.